Hello, good day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dennis, and welcome to my art channel. Today, we're going to have a simple session. I'm actually still a little bit sick. I just came back from a 4-day camping music festival, so I no doubt carried something back from there, some sort of illness. Nothing too serious, just been feeling a bit congested the few days since I got back, and doing the standard, blowing the nose, drinking some tea, and secret tech of the neti pot every so often, but I digress. I feel like it does affect the painting a little bit, the fact that I'm still a little sick, a little under the weather. I chose a smaller size of paper instead of going on the largest thing available to me. I believe this is a 6x8 inch pad of watercolor paper here. Also, sorry if I'm sounding a little nasally. I don't think I can fully breathe out my nose just yet, but hopefully by next week everything will be back to normal. Yeah, going down with a wash of some purple, some red, combine them, make it a bit of a warm violet, red violet. Got some blue down, a bit of yellow that covers every primary color. That's all the essentials down. I've got 2 brushes in so far, wash brush, round brush, working things along, trying to fill in every space that might have some clear area. Try to fill in all those areas with some fresh pigment and color. You can see a bit of a kind of a sweep developing of blue across the orangey kind of page. I feel like the background is becoming a little bit peachy with a combination of the red and the yellow. Maybe a little bit of I think I bet mixed in pre-mixed orange as well with the vermilion. But it all combines into one, the other. As it dries, the strokes end up landing on top of each other, and then hopefully these layers of paint become actual visible layers, so it gives a bit of depth for the eye. That's my goal with this painting right here. I'm not too focused on making it any particular subject here, but I do feel like with the kind of brush strokes that I'm making and the brushes that I'm using, it feels a bit like a viney painting, a bit like a lot of little sprawling roots or sprawling vines, or maybe on a more I don't want to say organic, because plants are still organic, but maybe on like more of an animal approach, thinking of maybe like a jellyfish, although like tentacles and things like that, just swaying around and flowing through the ocean. That kind of vibe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm always curious what my paintings mean for others. I feel like being an abstract artist, I don't always know how these things will be taken and how they'll be interpreted. I always want to keep it up for interpretation. I don't want to feed your brain and tell you what to think on these kind of things. I think you should be able to make that decision for yourself, what these colors, what these lines mean for you. Might be asking a bit for the audience, but I still feel like it makes for more interesting art that you can look at this and think about it one way and then come back a month, a year later, and maybe you've come with a different mental state, some different knowledge with you, and you interpret it a different way. I feel like I've come back to a lot of my earlier works, earlier paintings, earlier drawings, and now years later I come back to them and I see them in a different light. I feel like I can't believe I didn't see this before, kind of a way. But that's just always how it goes. As get older, become a bit more wise and see things and patterns that I didn't recognize as patterns before. But I digress. This painting is really coming along now. We got all sorts of colors mixed left, right, center. Every quadrant of this painting is getting filled out with color. Not too much going on in terms of pure mixes. I feel like a lot of it is mixing directly onto the paper rather than on the palette. So I'm not pre-mixing colors. I'm just picking up a color and putting it down on the paper, mix around with the color that's already there, maybe a bit of water, and it becomes something new. Also a great way to make gradients this way, since you have one color down, pick up another color, wet stroke across, and it should combine the two. And I feel like I do that a lot in this painting. That's how I have a lot of that, like, I really like the area where it's like yellow to orange or red to purple, blue to purple, these kind of transitions. Yeah, I think I'm just putting in the finishing touches now. Please let me know once again what you think of this painting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do about the YouTube stuff. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe for more videos. I do release every Friday. This one on a Saturday due to the sickness, but you know, I try to be on schedule. Might have some more shorts coming out. I really appreciate the support. Last week I put out my first short while I was on vacation, and had a really good reception. It's really nice comments, so thank y'all so much. Really appreciate you. Keeps me motivated, keeps me going, doing these things. Without further ado, take care. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Peace.